The North Sea, a massive and volatile body of water, lies between Great Britain, Scandinavia, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. Famous for its ferocious storms, deadly tides, and dangerous conditions, it has served as a cemetery for innumerable ships and an unending test for mariners, fishermen, and oil rig workers. But why is the North Sea so deadly? Let's dive into its secrets, reveal its dangers, and examine the human attempts to subdue its fury. The North Sea, a body of water that extends from the coast of Scotland, England, and Norway to the Netherlands and the flatlands of Germany. This stretch of the ocean, often considered as a trade route or a rich region of oil and gas, is a deep side. It appears to be a world of unexpected weather, dangerous water, and hidden threats below the cool surface. The North Sea is considered one of the most dangerous seas in the world due to its unpredictable and severe weather conditions, including frequent storms, high winds, rough seas, strong currents, and large tides, especially when combined with its shallow depth, making it particularly treacherous for ships and watercraft. This can lead to significant risks for those navigating it, with a history of major maritime accidents and fatalities. The North Sea consists of an area of about 220,000 square miles surrounded by 6 countries: United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium. For untrained eye, it may look cool, but those who raise its water know its reputation as one of the most dangerous seas in the world. For centuries, sailors, fishermen, and traders have faced the unstable weather of the North Sea and the wrath of rugged water. Whether it is a sudden storm or unexpected stream, there is a history of catching people with guards in the North Sea. And in these waters, a single mistake can mean the difference between life and death. Its weather is the most dangerous aspect of the North Sea. The region is known for its rapidly changing conditions, in which the clear sky suddenly turns into vicious storms. The winds can hit the thunderstorms up to the bodies, and the waves can grow to dangerous heights within moments. The North Sea is notorious for its speed, capable of reaching storm power with winter storms. The North Sea is particularly insecure to move the weather rapidly because its position between landmines and its proximity with the Arctic. It makes what we call polar sea air, which can bring highly cold winds and heavy rainfall. It is accompanied by strong jet currents coupled which often cause rapid temperature ups and downs. In the winter months, the North Sea can be almost unfamiliar. Cold temperatures combined with powerful storms create an environment that is not only rigid, but fatal. The waves can grow up to 30 feet or more, making it a dangerous challenge for any size vessels, especially not designed to withstand such situations. But these are not just waves that cause risk. The weather can also be a thick fog, reduce visibility, and make navigation trusted. Below the surface, the North Sea is the same as the above season. Seated shipwreck is attached to a long history of marine disasters. Hidden rocks, deep channels, and sudden underwater rocks are frequent danger for sailors. One of the most complex and dangerous water landscape in the North Sea is one of the landscapes. There are deep ravines and underwater mountains, and even slightly missed call can send a ship into danger. But due to tidal forces, the seabed is also shifting continuously. So the safe water that could have been yesterday can be fatal today. The current system in the North Sea, such as tidal flows, can be misleading and is often difficult to predict. A boat that goes very close to a hidden water ridge can be swamped by currents, and countless stories of ships by these unseen forces are overturned or trapped. The North Sea is not just a site for fishing and transport. It has a huge wealth of oil and natural gas under its water. And with it comes a unique set of risks. Thousands of activists work in the North Sea every day, some drilling for oil under the most dangerous conditions. In the North Sea, you are constantly fighting against the weather. The air can be so strong that it may feel that the stage is about to fall. And if the sea becomes very thick, then we cannot even get a helicopter to save people. It is dangerous, and we know all the risks. Offensive oil rigs have become synonymous with danger. Over the years, the North Sea has seen many horrific events, from the spread of oil to the deadly explosion. 1988 Piper Alpha is one of the most deadly offshore oil rig accidents in disaster history, claiming 167 lives. Strong winds, defective equipment, and poor security protocol contributed to one of the most tragic events in the history of the oil industry. The North Sea is an unforgivable atmosphere. Even though technology has improved and safety measures have been implemented, you are still at the mercy of nature. This is an environment that demands constant vigilance. Throughout history, the North Sea has been the site of countless ships. From fishing boats to large-scale naval ships, the sea claimed many lives. These disasters are often similar. sudden storms, unexpected currents, and poor navigation. One of the most famous ships in the North Sea took place during the First World War. The Jutland battle fought between the British and German Navy saw more than 8,000 people killing. But it was not just a warship that drowned here. Businessman ships, fishing boats, and even passenger ships have fulfilled their end in these waters. Shipwreck remains a grave reality in the North Sea. There have been some prominent accidents, including shipwrecks of fishing vessels, over the last few years that still claim a tragic life. Now, the North Sea continues to be an essential conduit of international commerce and transport. Countless cargo ships pass through their water every day, transporting the goods between Europe and it. But while technology has certainly improved navigation and vessel manufacturing, the threats of the North Sea remain. Even with the best navigation equipment and safety protocols, we still have to deal with the forces of nature. Storms can come out from anywhere, and when you are dealing with 20-feet-high waves, the size of your ship does not matter. The North Sea is an important part of the global economy, but it also reminds how small we are in front of the raw power of nature. For centuries, people who have faced the dangers of the North Sea are the most straight fishermen. Every year, dozens of fishing vessels are lost in the sea, and many people die in search of catch. The North Sea never forgives. One moment it is cold, and the next it can throw everything at you. We know the risks, but that is how people live their lives. The sea reminds them that they are always at its mercy. Despite the dangers, the people of the North Sea region have survived and prosperous for centuries. He learned to harmonize with its risks, respecting the power of water and its unexpected mood. But the experiences gained in the treacherous waters of the North Sea are not soon forgotten. The North Sea is a risky environment, yet it is one of flexibility, bravery, and resolve. This has molded the lives of many individuals and still pushes those who venture into its waters. And when its threats are real, the legacy of survival persists as people continue to navigate the temporary water of the North Sea. Some of the major factors contributing to the danger to the North Sea are: Number 1. Unexpected weather. The North Sea is infamous for its rapid changing season, one of the most dangerous maritime regions in the world. Unlike open oceans, where storms can be tracked beforehand, geography of the North Sea, made by land on all sides, creates a unique and unstable weather patterns. Cold Arctic air from the north collides with hot air from continental Europe, creating unstable atmospheric conditions, which can cause sudden and violent storms. These storms often come up with a little warning, bringing gale-force winds that can exceed 100 to 115 kilometers per hour, leading to the renunciation of sailing. During the winter months, these storms intensifies, sometimes reaching the winds with storm power, which can churn the sea in the frenzy of waves on a large scale. Waves of more than 9 meters are not uncommon, and small vessels such as fishing boats are at high risk of capsizing. Even large cargo vessels and oil rigs should take additional precautions to withstand these harsh conditions. Another threat to the North Sea season is a frequent phenomenon of electrical storms. These storms pose a direct threat to vessels, oil leakage, and even aircraft flying above the sea. Additionally, strong winds can create rogue waves, unexpected monster waves that rise above the normal wave and even overwhelm the largest ships. The unexpected nature of the North Sea season is responsible for countless ships and marine disasters throughout the history. Along with modern technology, the prophecies of the exact weather have remained challenging, and sailors should always be ready for sudden change in the sea mood. Number 2. Shallow depth. While the North Sea may look huge, it is relatively shallow compared to other major bodies of water. In its southern parts, especially near the Netherlands, Germany, and Belgian coasts, the depth average of water is only 20 to 50 meters. This shallow depth plays an important role in increasing the wave action, making the sea more unexpected and dangerous for navigation. When strong winds push the waves in the North Sea, shallow beaches force these waves to grow long and stapper. Unlike deep water, where waves can scatter their energy at more depth, waves increase the wave energy near the upheaval mesh surface of the North Sea, increasing the chances of some sea. This phenomenon is especially dangerous for small vessels, which struggles to maintain stability in steep, small interlock waves. Even large cargo vessels experience violent rocking movements, causing cargo displacement or structural damage. Oil rigs in the North Sea should also be designed to cope with enamored wave forces, as failure in doing so may result in horrific accidents. In addition, shallow seabed tidal movements, streams, and storms are constantly shifting. Sandbank and underwater lines can change the position over time, causing unexpected navigational threats to ships. Without the accurate and updated seafloor mapping, the ships took a risk in areas that were previously safe. In addition to natural hazards, the shallow water of the North Sea also hides many vessels, many of which pose risk for modern navigation. These debris, combined with shifting seabed, make it one of the most challenging maritime atmosphere in the world. Number 3. Strong currents or stream. The streams of the North Sea are highly complex and may also be trusted for experienced sailors. These powerful and unexpected water movements are inspired by a combination of air, jowar, and geographical factors, often causing dangerous conditions for ships, fishing boats, and oil platforms. One of the primary current systems in the North Sea is tidal flow, which continuously carry water inside and outside the area. These tides are very powerful. The level of water rises and drops extremely in a few hours. Tidal currents are so fast, 5 to 6 knot speed, in some places that it becomes hard for ships to hold courses. By adding in danger, wind-powered currents often interact with tidal flows, making chaotic and disturbed water. When the storms strike, these currents may intensify, push the vessels dangerously close to the rocky coast, sandbank, or under hidden water. The meeting of opposing currents can also build steep waves and whirlpools, which can destroy small boats. The Norwegian current, which flows north along the coast of Norway, and the Atlantic flow from the west, adds more complexity to the North Sea water movement. These currents carry cold, dense water, which can mix unexpectedly with warm water from the south, sometimes suddenly causing underwater unrest. The unexpected nature of these currents has led to countless marine accidents, including grounded ships, capsized fishing boats, and ships. Even today, experienced sailors must carefully calculate their routes and motion to avoid getting caught in misleading and often dangerous streams of the North Sea. Number 4. Large tides and storm surges. North Sea tides are the largest in the world and pose an extra threat to coastal communities, vessels, and offshore structures. The North Sea tides can fluctuate more than 5 to 6 meters in some places, which means low tide can make exposed hazardous rock structure and sandbank, but high tide produces unexpected flooding and violent waves. One of such biggest risks posed by these massive tides is the growth effect. When low atmospheric pressure and powerful winds are coupled with high tide, the level of the sea rises several meters above the norm, leading to catastrophic floods along the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, and UK coastlines. The storms have in the past evoked extensive destruction, sweeping buildings away, sinking vessels, and submerging the whole coastal cities. Number 5. Foggy conditions. In addition to its stormy season, powerful streams, and rough sea, the North Sea is notorious for its thick fog, which can reduce visibility for near-zero levels. This dense fog often appears suddenly, wanders sailors, and increases the risk of conflict, grounding, and other marine accidents. For modern ships, radar and GPS navigation help reduce some dangers of fog, but these devices are not fools. In heavy fog, navigation errors become more frequent, and incorrectly obtaining the distance between the vessels can lead to serious accidents. Fishing boats and small vessels without advanced radar systems face even more risk, as they rely too much on visual navigation. The low visibility caused by fog has historically contributed to many ships and conflicts in the North Sea. Even in recent years, marine authorities have reported incidents where dense fog has run ships or collided with unseen obstacles. For centuries, the sailors have regarded North Sea fog as one of their largest natural hazards, and even today it is still a threat to those who sail their surprise water. The North Sea, harsh, unpredictable, and irresistibly powerful. For centuries, it has pushed the bravery of sailors, fishermen, and oil riggers to the limit, taking hundreds of lives in its relentless hold. Despite all the advances of modern technology, the fury of the sea is still a powerful adversary, reminding us that nature's raw strength is never fully conquered. But what do you think? Is the North Sea the world's most dangerous sea, or do other seas present an even bigger threat? Let us know what you have to say in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos on the world's most dangerous and enigmatic destinations. Goodbye.